Hello? Hi, I'm Marty Charon. I'm the... Please hold your applause. The show hasn't started yet. I'm the president of the Financial Writers Association. I want to welcome you to the Follies of 1993. Once again, corporate America has lived down to our expectations and has written the show for us. I've often thought that corporate CEOs are book committee wannabes, and this year proves it. There were, of course, a few who weren't so cooperative, but unlike the US government, we do ask, we do tell, and we most certainly do pursue those whose shenanigans make our day. We hope it makes yours, too. On a serious note, it's my pleasure to present Ray Brady of CBS News with the Elliott Bell Award for a significant long-term contribution to excellence in financial journalism. Ray has demonstrated great skill and initiative in making financial news accessible and understandable. He also has an uncanny ability to spot trends. When the recession of the 80s still seemed at its height, he went on the air to say that the recession was ending. Ray realized that even before manufacturers start their own production lines, they must first order containers for their output. He checked with box companies and found an upturn in their orders, proof that American business is about to recover. That kind of reporting has won Ray Brady numerous awards, including our own. Prior to joining CBS News, Ray served as editor of Dunn's Review. Earlier, he served as assistant managing editor of Forbes magazine and associate editor of Barron's, the weekly financial news magazine. Here then is Ray Brady.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Marty.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's a much better lead-in than I get on the evening news. I want to thank the financial writers very much for this award. It is very deeply appreciated. I also want to thank my wife, Mary, who's down there, who went right along with me when I decided to go from magazines into radio and television. I think she never knew that it's like being in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and trying to step from one rowboat into another without drowning yourself. I also want to thank somebody at table 60, Stanley Sauerhoff, who mentioned to me on the phone one day, he said, by the way, WCBS was looking for somebody to cover business on radio and television, and did I know of anybody? As it happened, I did. Now, I'm told that the speakers here go as much as 30 minutes in accepting this award. But every time I'm going to make a speech of any sort, I remember the story about the Christians and the lions. And in this particular story, it was an evening like this. Caesar himself was in the Colosseum and waiting for the games to begin. They led the Christians out, and the lions were ravenous. They came running out, and as the first lion approached the first Christian, the Christian said something to him. The lions stopped. They all tucked their tails between their legs, and they went running back to their cages. Caesar was furious. He sent a centurion down to find out what had happened. The centurion said to the Christian, "What did you say to those lions?" The Christian said, "It was very simple. He said, remember," he said to the lion, "remember, after dinner, there'll be speeches." So with that, I will thank you again very much, and I will let somebody else hold the record.
Hello. Oh, hello, public relations. How are you? Oh, you want to know about the investigation? Well, we're trying to decide whether your chairman resigned or died trying to escape.
institutional shareholders have had just about enough of you. Every day you remain chairman, the stock falls further. My dear sir, this cannot continue.
So, you expect me to resign?
No, Mr. Akers, we expect you to die.
No, we'll never do it.
Is this Federal Express?
Get out of here. This is American Express.
Ay, ay, ay.
Of course I vote yes. My stock options are underwater.
That does it. The board is unanimous. He's out of here.
Yeah, he isn't. Here it is.
Get him. Get him.
EM, BTUs, GDP still stuck in the twos. Corporate chiefs crying blues. Everything's coming up, follies. Westinghouse selling jewels. Are they masters of leverage or fools? Marlboro Man reigns his costin'. Archie gets his ox gored at First Boston. Eli Lilly, did they fire the wrong guy? Billy Hilly, taxing us right to the very sky. Stephen comes, Stephen blows, Stephanopoulos no longer crows. Diller bids, Sumner glows, rockets blow, Gartner goes, and Elaine Garzarelli is selling pantyhose. Lord knows everything's coming up, follies, and this year it shows. Eli Lilly, did they fire the wrong guy? Billy Hilly, taxing us right to the very sky. Stephanopoulos no longer grows. Diller bids, Sumner blows, rockets blow, Gartner rolls. All these emperors and so few with clothes. Lord knows everything's coming. Even the moribund Mets weren't as funny. The brawling is only the start of the falling of 93.
Hi, I'm Marty Charon, President of the Financial Writers Association. Darn!
I hope you think the same after the show, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to our world and our year, 1993. You know, this year, probably more than ever before, our world kept coming back to the chief executive's office. No, I'm not talking about the Oval Office in Washington. Let's face it, winning 100 million American votes is nothing compared to gaining the confidence of a truly discerning group of voters like a corporate board of directors. Imagination, courage, strength, leadership, that's what they possess, and that's what they demand. Well, they can't all be Ross Johnson, which is a problem for one theater producer we know, rehearsing just down the street.
Sweetheart, if it was a hit in print and a hit on HBO, Barbarians at the Gate, the musical, can't miss on Broadway. After all, we got James Garner. He's big, he's strong, handsome, lovable. I tell you, he's a dead ringer for this Henry Kravis guy. Oh? All right, I'll change the parts. Now here's the hook. I have, in the very next room, the former chairman of IBM. Yeah, Akers. Yeah, Bob Akers. Yeah, his agent called me. Put this guy on stage, matinees, evenings. I'll sell 100 tickets alone to Merrill Lynch. They'll give them to their customers. They owe them something.
I wish more than anything, more than life, more than riches.
You wish more than life,
more than anything,
more than options.
The company's giving an annual meeting.
More than life.
I wish to go to the annual meeting.
I wish I had sold my stock, I wish.
You wish to go to the annual meeting? The annual meeting? The chair of the meeting? Was you at the annual meeting? The annual meeting?
So, the reemergence of John Akers is not going over very well with this random sample of shareholders.
You sold your stock? People would laugh at you. Into the ground, people would scoff at you.
Nevertheless,
he wants to go to the stockholders and dance around them all. Ha, 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 ha.
Into the ground, they say I ran this company that Watson founded. Into the ground, but even so, I'm glad I took the journey. Writing it down, and don't forget, my options sank, they're soaking wet under the sea.
Oh, pity for me!
Nothing for me.
Oh, pity for me. So big and blue, we fell for you. We bought your PCs and your mainframes too. Our brokers loved you, their firms loved you. So why has my assured house
left me in the poorhouse?
Like the armada that fought for Spain, we had the clout, we had the name. Into the drain and off the track, we couldn't keep pace with Compaq. Sometimes it seems the path is straight, you know it well, but who can tell?
Into the ground just for one.
Into the ground, Jim Robinson.
Into the ground, it was so easy.
into the ground like Westinghouse? Into the ground like Westinghouse.
We lost our way, our judgment failed, our shareholders would have us jailed. But money's just paper, too bad if it turns to vapor. No need to be afraid now.
The cops should call the raid now.
Why is it always just the shame, the credit, never just the blame? Into the ground, and what of the fame of my traveler's checks for coffee to booze?
Into the ground you drove your stock, your alibis are just a crack. Into the ground,
like IBM,
like Amex too,
and Westinghouse you swung, you missed, you're out, farewell, the board insists. Into the ground, into the ground, into the ground, into the ground.
We're very, very sorry.
Thank you very much, former Westinghouse Chairman Paul Lego, for showing us again how you made all those billions of dollars disappear. Now, before we take leave of the corner office, there was so much folly involving corporate chairmen this year that we wanted to share with you a handful of songs that we rejected.
Green Acres is the name for me. I'm green as hell with jealousy.
That'll be enough, thank you. Here's another one we thought little of.
Ask me how do I feel about medium merge, you're so frantic. Well, if I were a Bell, I would rather be Bell Atlantic.
And don't call us. Now for that folly in Washington. That other folly, that is, involving Mrs. Gloria Haft and the Dart Group.
All or nothing at all. Half of Haft doesn't wear well with me. Herbert's hair is merely a shell to me.
You're done.
Oh.
And finally, and this moment's not coming too soon for me, finally, the song we rejected first.
The problem is in your bottom line, I did declare. The answer is easy if you just become aware of why it is your corporate closets are so bare. There must be 50 ways to can your chairman. Just slip out the sword ward, out on his heels kneel, throw him right out the door more. Just listen to me, just tell him to leave, Steve. Keep in mind you disturb Biff, put him out on the sale bill, and set yourself free. Just slip out the sword ward, out on his heels kneel, throw him right out the door more. Just listen to me, just tell him to leave, Steve. Keep in mind you disturb Biff, put him out on the sale bill, and set yourself free.
The man I'm standing next to now really needs no introduction, but he wants one anyway. He's now calling himself the Master of the Universe, Henry Kravis. Henry, I know you're big, but Master of the Universe?
Well, if the actor who played you in the HBO film were 6 feet tall, you'd think you could do anything, except leverage buyouts. Wouldn't it be great if LBOs were really hot again? Well, equity is hip. I really dig value that's fair. And those junk bond deals, when they really work, it takes an artist kind of flair. A bank loan can be great. It really makes a deal alright. But bridge loans can be hit and miss, though they wrap a deal up tight. I wish they all could be leveraged buyout. I wish they all could be leveraged buyout. I wish they all could be leveraged buyout deals. Well, hostile tenders are tricky and they really should be banned. But I dig anything you wanna do when the payoff's really grand. I've been around this great big world and I've seen all kinds of deals. But I can't wait to get back to the States and do the sweetest deals on wheels. I wish they all could be leveraged buyout. I wish they all could be leveraged buyout. I wish they all could be leveraged buyout deals. I wish they all could be leveraged buyout. 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 I wish they all could be whoa.
Hi, I write a daily column for the New York Times.
Oh yeah? What's it called?
Why, correction.
We knew that one would go over big with this crowd. You know, this really is the land of opportunity. In what other country could you find so many fifth television networks? Just a few days ago, Time Warner said it was going to start a network. A few days before that, Paramount said it was going to do the same thing. Well, let the record show that the man who talked about it first was doing it with nothing more than cubic zirconium rings.
Hello, Davis. Out the door, Davis.
Yes, the always affable Barry Diller. And Mr. Diller, we've taken the liberty of inviting some business to join us out here on stage.
The business press ogles, former film moguls, who discover hot new ways to make a buck.
Mr. Diller, can we be serious? Some people say you only want Paramount so you can fire your old rival, Martin Davis.
Really? I love Martin Davis. I worship the quicksand that man walks on. Quicksand.
Well, just how does this Paramount deal fit in with your QVC network?
Simple. I'm building the class act of cable.
So you'd say you're bringing the same level of class to home shopping that you brought to Fox TV?
You got it, baby.
He'll be a high fashion mogul. He's taking haute couture high-tech. He'll market high, markup schmaltz. All other moguls peddle discount drip.
Armed with Dior's and Givenchy's, he'll give the masses savoir-faire. He'll be a high market mogul, 'cause that's the way to be a high bracket billionaire.
I'm gonna move a ton of zircon and rhinestones and Cupid dolls. I'll sell 1 million Sony Walkmen and Ginsu knives and parasols. They say they want designer labels and QVC aims to please. We're gonna sew designer labels onto dresses that are Taiwanese. I'm gonna beat the pants of Kmart and Walmart and Pathmark and market every movie tie-in from Disney to Jurassic Park. As Beatty Barnum might have muttered, in the 21st century, there's a sales target for every minute. That's the reason for cable TV. I'm gonna move a ton of zircon and rhinestones and Cupid dolls. I'll sell 1 million Sony Walkmen, Ginsu knives and parasols. They say they want designer labels and QVC aims to please.
While other
We're gonna
mogul
sew designer labels onto dresses that are Taiwanese. I'm gonna knock the pants of Kmart and Walmart and Pathmark and market every movie tie-in from Disney to Jurassic Park. And Beatty Barnum might have muttered, in the 21st century, there's a sucker each minute, that's the reason for cable TV. There's a sucker each minute, that's the reason for cable TV.
This meeting will come to order. This meeting must come to order. Sit down. My fellow directors, just as sure as my name is Hardwick Simmons, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but not if it's gonna cost this firm $300 million.
Hardwick, baby, you said it, kid.
We here at Prudential Securities believe in truthful, provocative, but always truthful partnership advertising. After all, without honor, we are nothing. But without money, we're out of our jobs. Well, in that spirit, I would like you to meet the spokespeople we've hired to introduce our new Prudential Global High Yield Limited Partnership. Ladies, heavenly rest in Springfield, Illinois, Mr. Abraham Lincoln and his lovely wife, Mary Todd.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers founded the Prudential Limited Partnership Group.
Conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition, excuse me, sir? Dedicated to the proposition that all men were created with that all men were created stupid. Hit it, boys.
The Prudential Global High Yield Limited Partnership guarantees an 8,700% annual return. You can count on it, or my name ain't Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, shut up, Abe, and put me down. We'll be late for the theater.
I've been talking on a cellular phone. My brain's fried, please send me home. I've been talking to my neighbor next door. We've never felt like this before. Now if everyone had a cellular, it wouldn't mean a whip or a down. But we're so chic, we're cellular. A cellular freak I am. Second verse, same as the first.
I've been talking on a cellular phone. My brain's fried, please send me home. I've been talking to somebody next door. I never felt like this before. If everyone had a cellular, would mean a wit or a dim. But we're so chic, we're cellular. Cellular freak I am.
Third verse, same as the first. I've been talking on a cellular phone. My brain's fried, please send me home. I've been talking to my neighbor next door. We've never felt like this before. Now if everyone had a cellular, would mean a wit or a damn. But we're so chic, we're cellular. A cellular freak I am. C-E-L-L-U-L-A-R. Cellular. Cellular. A cellular freak I am, I am. A cellular freak I am.
I know all there is to know about the hiring game. Up to my hair with the hiring game. First, there are glances, then there are stares, credentials that you bring to the job, but he never cares. Someday then, when you get the yen, you'll learn another game. A wall of glass you shall never pass. That plate glass ceiling can't get ahead
pack of men on the move. Don't want no more of that hiring game. I don't want no more of that hiring game. I don't want no more of that hiring game. Don't want no more of that hiring game. It's time for, finally, to tell the truth. Tonight's panelists include Ivana Trump, Victor Kayam, the lovely, the gracious, the beautiful former chairman of Eastman Kodak, Kay Whitmore, and Alan Abelson. Lost.
Can we sit down now?
What is your name, please?
My name is Lou Gerstner.
My name is Lou Gerstner.
And contestant number 3.
My name is Lou Gerstner.
Yes, one of these people is the real Lou Gerstner. Let's begin the questioning with Ivana Trump.
Number 1, let's cut right to the chase. How much money do you make?
I receive a token $2 million a week. But of course, the bulk of my compensation is in IBM stock options. And I can exercise them the very moment IBM hits $300 a share.
Yes, and I'm sure that'll be next week. Victor Kayam.
Lou number 2. If you liked IBM so much, why didn't you buy the company?
Well, I could have. That PS2 gives a real nice clean shave.
And now, the lovely Ms. Whitmore, or is it Mrs. Whitmore?
What is this crap? Number 3. I always thought the chairman of IBM was a man like me.
No, and you don't have to know anything about computers either.
$30 down. Mr. Abelson.
Number 1, can you tell me what marketing plan your sneezy company has to sell its inferior products to an uneducated public?
By that you mean the readers of your publication?
Yes, I do.
Well, we built the first truly smokeless computer. It has a special micronite filter, which makes it literally clean enough to eat off, and a user-friendly access panel on the top. In other words, filter, flavor, flip-top box.
That's the questioning. So now, panelists, how do you vote? Ivana.
I vote for the handsome and rich number 1.
Victor Kayam.
I like that smokeless computer. I vote for number 1.
And now, the lovely Ms. Whitmore, or is it Mrs. Whitmore?
That's it. I'm out of here.
Well, obviously, Kay Whitmore is headed to the ladies' room to freshen up his or her act. So we'll now have to turn it over to a man who has been predicting a bear market for more than 3 years.
Alan Abelson.
I'll be right one of these days. Even a stop clock is right twice a day. Don't you ever forget it either. I don't care about any of these people. Who cares? Oh, well.
Well, if that's the case, will the real Lou Gerstner please stand up? Thank you very much, Mr. Gerstner. And now, contestant number 2, what is your real name?
My name is John Scully, and I just landed a neat temporary job in Manhasset, Long Island.
And number 3, what is your name?
My name is Jay Davidson, and I guess you saw me in The Crying Game?
Yes. It was a swell movie.
Movie? I was talking about the IBM annual meeting.
And this is Bud Collier saying good night for To Tell the Truth.
Put your hands together, everybody, for Barney.
Hey! Where's Baby Bob?
Barney, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm here looking for a lawyer. Are there any Tyrannosaurus wannabes out there?
But Barney, why on earth would you need a lawyer?
Well, I'll tell you, sister. It's like this. I want to sue the ass off that Steven Spielberg, all right? Yeah, I had a great deal. At least a 40 share, all right? Then they had to go and make that friggin' movie, all right? Your ass's park, all right? Now I can't get arrested. Yeah, all anybody wants is my DNA. Yeah, I got a song for that Spielberg character.
Oh, let's hear it, Barney.
Steven Spielberg and Schmigeggy, I'll ruin you like you ruined me.
Let's go, Barney. It's past your bedtime. Bill Gates, the chairman of Microsoft, is getting married. So we wanted to offer Bill and Melinda a little matrimonial advice. And who better to do that than that fun couple, Ivan and Seema Bowski.
No, Ivan, you can't have another $500 a week for an underarm waxing. And furthermore...
Oh, Ivan and Seema.
Hello.
Please meet Bill and Melinda.
Come here, honey. Let me tell you about what a schmuck that Ivan is. His name was Ivan. He was a jailbird. In his cell he raised a beard, and now he is very weird. When he was let go, right from the get-go, he sued me for a string of pearls and started dating baby girls. Milken called him a rat, and I would second that. If he should drop dead tomorrow, I would say that's that. Yo no copo, con mi esposo estoy muy loco. Yo no copo, con mi esposo. I have advice for you, think twice before I do. Yo no copo, don't fall for love.
Her name is Seema, she is a screamer. All those years she sponged off me, milked my secret GIC. She had 6 mansions, planning expansions. But the judge reached into a till to the tune of 20 mil. Draw up an exact prenuptial contract, or she will take you to the cleaners. That's the simple fact. Yo no copa con mi esposa. Mi esposa está muy loca. No copa con mi esposa. I have advice for you. Think twice before I do. You know, copa. Don't fall for love.
I've been thinking about this ring thing. Maybe we should sit right down, kick some legal words around. Of course I trust you, but what I must do is make sure my future heirs get all what is really theirs.
You've got a lot of gall trying this legal stall. I'm not after you for money, I'm just so opposed.
You're no cobra,
Con mi esposa está muy loca. Yo no como con mi esposa. Mixing money and passion is never the fashion. Yo no como, don't fall for love.
What's the matter? Haven't you folks seen a financial writer before? That was my ad lib. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our special surprise guest. Here he is, none other than the chairman of the board, Frank Lorenzo.
How do these people get into my room? Come fly with me, let's fly away. I say I'm back and I'm dodging flack and I'm packing this time to stay. Come on, fly with me, let's fly Lorenzo's way. To be perfectly frank, I thank the stars. If Alfred Kahn hadn't seen the dawn, I might be pawning stolen cars. And Frankie Borman would still have his captain's bars. Once I get the okay, and I start into slashing fares, you won't mind my pair of old Convares flying off so small scale. We'll have a sail that gives seats away, renewing the fray. I can hear those unions braying together, weather-wise just getting safe to port. Should it be rough and it could be tough, call my bluff, it's bankruptcy court. I'm vying for a flying Donnybrook. Let's try. Come fly with me, let's fly away. First we'll beat the pilots, break the stews, and then take the cruise. I vow to use pneumatic screws. You and Cry, let them try. Let them write their congressmen. They'll find out then my sharpened knife is stronger than their pen. Weather-wise, just getting safe to port. Should it be rough and it might be tough, well enough, there's bankruptcy court. I'm vying for a flying Donnybrook. Let's try. Come fly with me, let's fly. Take a chance, let's fly away. And don't tell Federico Pena.
Please don't get your hopes up too high. Bob Crane is still dead. So this is not the second coming of Hogan's Heroes. But after all, a classic is a classic. So an international consortium of clever producers have put together the pilot episode of a new classic. Let's cross the Rhine one more time and check in on Lopez's Heroes.
Okay, you zip me up. Zip me up.
Go tell them on mic 4 to make sure mic 5 is on. Please.
Give me a napkin right away. Can you tack my sleeves? Please close my sleeves up. Close my sleeve. Close it up. Tack it. Just one will do.
And the Babalu to you too, my new and esteemed guests. Welcome to Camp Volkswagen. I am your host, Colonel Pierre.
Bless you, senor.
Nine, that is my name, Colonel Pierre. And as much as I welcome you here, I warn you, there is no escape.
Escape? Ha ha! Babalu! We just tunneling from Camp Opel with something for you, senor. Plans, papers.
Morning or evening?
No, secret papers, plans.
Senor Jose Ignacio Lopez. Babalu, catch.
I am Ignacio Lopez, you can call me Jose. I bring plans to you to brighten your day. If you want to reemerge, you better follow these plans, or else I'll copy yours and go to France. I had planned to build Buicks in my native land, Spanish roadmasters for less than $7,000. Oh, what a plan for dominance I had in my head. So now we make them rabbits instead.
There is a lot to like about you, Lopez.
Charisma.
Brilliant. Secret plan.
But of course, where Lopez's heroes go, the long arm of the GM legal department follows.
All right, Lopez, we want those secret plans.
Yeah, Lopez, hand it over and we'll guarantee you safe passage back to Spain.
Letters of transit signed by Robert Stimple cannot be rescinded.
Wait a minute. Who is playing whom here? What is this?
Secret plans!
I think I smell a red-headed Lucy.
Uh-oh.
You go right back home this instant.
Oh, come on. You never let me have any fun. Why, don't you want to know what I found out the other night? At Honda?
Mrs. Lopez. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Colonel Pierre.
Colonel Pick? Ugh. Well, Honda is changing strategy, Colonel Pick. It's going low-tech.
Low-tech?
No, it's going low-tech.
So, what does it look like?
Well, it's got a long sloping back, well, just like you, and a little tiny engine in the rear.
Hey, caramba!
And it's got a tiny, teeny trunk in the front. They're calling it the Japanese Beetle.
Actuliba.
And the best thing is, it runs on ethyl.
Babalu.
Now remember, we saw this together.
So let's build it together.
And I do have a plant site for you in Spain.
Oh, Lopez, you've done it again.
Yes, I have, my Babaloo. I love Lopez's traveling show. I love Lopez's get up and go. Oh no, they say in Detroit, hide that sketch, better yet destroy it.
I love Lopez beyond belief. Steely nerve like a diamond thief. This cat is cooler than Boris. He's calmer than George Soros.
All the Germans will be at my feet. When my term ends, the world will greet me as the greatest auto exec. I tell you, I'm gonna be bigger than even Ayacoca.
Madonna, baby, this could be your biggest flick ever. The pivotal role of Mrs. Henry Kravis in Barbarians at the Gate, the musical. And we have plenty of money to do it right. I sold 45% of the company to Zabaro's Pizza for $6.2 billion.
Boss, boss. We've got a problem.
What?
45% to Sbarro's. Last week you sold 20% to Snapple.
That's synergism.
That's crazy. What about the 20% to sold to Seagram's? And what about Steve Ross selling 20% to the Japanese?
Oh my goodness, I've never been so shocked in all my life. But that's 105%. I can just imagine what the nuns would have done to you in Catholic school for something like that. Why, they might have bound you up in chains. Ooh, what a movie that would make.
So what do I do?
Oh, if only Steve were here, he'd know. He was a CEO. Unforgettable, that's what you are.
Unforgettable, though near or far.
Like the way some spandex clings to me, how the thought of you does things to me. You brought such flair, corporate savoir-faire.
Unforgettable in every way.
In every way. And a chairman rare who knew his way.
No stuffed suit of the standard square amount. Without me, it's time with Paramount.
grounds for being unforgettable too.
Nick Nicholas. Let's see if at least you can dance right. Nick, I think maybe you just about got it, Nick.
Unforgettable in every way.
In every way.
And forevermore, that's how you'll stay.
That's how I'll stay.
As chairman go, you stood tall like a crane.
A citizen as bold and big as Cain. Ain't no one as unforgettable
I'll have to save this company. Levin, take a memo. Here's how I save the company. I turn out a blockbuster movie, gross $200 million in the first week, and buy back that extra 5% before anybody else finds out. The story? Michael Milken. The true story of what happened inside the federal prison. And I play his guard. Look around, can you name another winner who's made his kind of dough? Even I, soul and body of a sinner, I can't make that much, oh no. And all these studs and these hangers-on, they bore me more than you know. All they want from me are bucks and yen, like that Sean Penn. I want you milking. Come on, rogue, let your body move. Your body flow, honey, you know you can do it. Money's where you make it. It's best when you go and take it. Cash is like sex, so very, very. Wish I joined you in solitary. So very, very. Comparing fortunes, engaging in contortions. Come on, rogue. Let your body move to the music. Hey, 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 milk and rogue. Let your body flow, honey. You know you can do it. Money's where you make it. Money's where you take it. Jeffrey Levine, make me feel like I'm a queen. Corporate deals, inside wrecks, hotter than even the shots in sex. Charles Keating, Keating 5, make me feel like I'm alive. Regal Glenn, DiConcini, watching me in my bikini. They have style, they have grace. Leona Helmsley, in your face. With that bald and shining head, Milken's the one I want in bed.
Traders with an attitude, brokers broking in the nude. Grab your phones, there's nothing to it. Milking your road, let's do it!
Whoa, missed it.
Rogue.
This is Lee Iacocca, and I don't want to talk to you about now or about American cars tonight. After all these years, the way I was booted out of Ford and, quote, retired, unquote, at Chrysler, well, I got a surprise for all of them. I'm never gonna leave. Not only that, I don't have to leave. I'm on top. I'm Lee Iacocca, the king of Detroit. And if you don't believe me, just listen to them. Listen to them. Listen to them. Kids.
Are you ready, Mr. Iacocca?
I said, hit, kids.
Okay.
For the king of Detroit, potent reigneth. Iacocca, 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 Iacocca. For the king of Detroit, forever reigneth. Iacocca, Iacocca, Iacocca. For Chrysler forever runneth. For the Chrysler forever runneth.
For the king of Detroit forever reigneth. The kingdom of Big Three is his own.
The kingdom of my cars, at least they run, at least they run, and I shall reign forever and ever.
King of Detroit and maker of cars.
King of Detroit and maker of cars, and I shall reign forever and ever. Forever and ever, forever and ever. Iacocca, 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 Iacocca. You wanted proof? You got proof!
This is your last chance here. If you're really CEO material, you'll be able to make the money disappear. Here, try it again. A little closer, maybe, yeah. Don't point that thing at me. Gotta rub it a little bit like this. See, here, now try it again. All right.
Shares at just above 18. Could have bought some city coal when the city's times were lean. Could have bought some city or some Chrysler would be swell. Instead I bought more IBM and rode straight to hell. I'll see mainframes in hell, yeah, unsold mainframes in hell.
Unsold mainframes in hell, 20 autoclaves in hell, Chrysler would have been swell, these in IBM hell.
Oh, I then know for what it's called. When my broker calls, I'll tell him, baby, get lost.
Follies come and follies go like rain on the sea. The folks who run the firms, I guess they fall in naturally. The folks who run the firms, I guess they can fall in naturally. So when they lob their volleys, we'll know just where to be, waiting for damn foolery, waiting for them. Don't want to run the Fed, just want to put that story to bed.
Now, Marty!
Well, thanks for coming. I hope you all enjoyed the show, and I look forward to seeing you upstairs at the parties. And if you didn't enjoy the show, Madonna might have a little talk to change your mind afterward.
If you didn't enjoy the show, that's tough.
Right on.
And when I die, and when I'm dead, dead and gone,